What's up, riders and moto maniacs? Welcome back to the channel, your #1 spot for all things two-wheeled, throttle-happy, and absolutely insane on dirt and pavement. If you're new here, smash that subscribe button and hit the bell so you never miss a beat in the world of motorcycles. We bring you the wildest machines, the rarest beasts, and the legends that refuse to die. And today, we're diving into one of the most brutal dirt bikes ever made, a machine that's not for the faint of heart, the 2025 Mako 700. For those who don't know, Mako is a German brand that started way back in the 1920s. They built everything from scooters to cars, but what made them famous was their motocross and enduro bikes in the 70s and 80s. In their heyday, Mako bikes were feared on the track. They were raw, powerful, and brutally fast. The 490 Mako from the early 80s? That thing still sends shivers down the spines of riders today. It was nicknamed the Widowmaker for good reason. But somewhere along the line, Mako faded into obscurity. The brand struggled, ownership changed hands, and while the big Japanese brands and KTM rose to dominance, Mako stayed underground. But they never really died. Hardcore fans and small builders kept the flame alive with custom builds and specialty orders. And now, in 2025, we've got this absolute monster, the Mako 700. This isn't a reborn beginner's bike. This isn't a modern classic that trades edge for style. This is a straight-up lunatic of a machine. Let's talk about the heart of the beast first. The Mako 700 is powered by a 685 cubic centimeters, single-cylinder, two-stroke engine. Read that again, 685cc single-cylinder, two-stroke. In a world where most manufacturers have gone four-stroke or electric, Mako is flexing its middle finger and saying, "Nah, we're good." This engine is simple, raw, and ridiculously powerful. We're talking about somewhere between 80 to 90 horsepower, depending on the configuration. Now, that might not sound insane in the street bike world, but in a dirt bike chassis weighing just under 250 pounds, it's mind-melting. This thing doesn't just accelerate, it launches. Snap the throttle open, and it'll rip the front wheel up in third gear with no clutch. The torque is so intense, you feel it in your chest. It's the kind of bike that can dig a trench through hardpack and make it look like a plowed field. But it's not just the engine that makes the 2025 Mako 700 a beast. Let's talk about the chassis and suspension. Mako has always been known for its steel tube frames, and the 700 sticks with that heritage, but it's been refined and reinforced to handle the insane power. It's simple but effective. The frame geometry keeps things stable at high speeds, but flickable enough to handle serious off-road terrain. It's like riding a sledgehammer that somehow still listens to your input. The suspension comes from the best in the game. Many units are outfitted with WP forks in the front and a high-performance shock in the rear. Fully adjustable, of course. Riders who have tested it say it handles jumps with surprising finesse, soaking up landings without bottoming out, but it's still stiff enough to give you great feel when you're blasting through rocky trails or sand whoops. Now, the 2025 Mako 700 isn't for everyone. This isn't a beginner's bike. This isn't even an intermediate rider's bike. This is for seasoned riders who want a challenge, who crave adrenaline, and who are willing to fight the machine for control. It's not about lap times or fuel economy. It's about raw, unfiltered mechanical violence on two wheels, and there's nothing else quite like it. And that brings us to a bigger question. Why does this bike matter? Because in 2025, the motorcycle world is changing fast. We've got electric bikes, emissions laws, rider aids, and safety systems out the wazoo. Everything is becoming more controlled, more sanitized. The Mako 700 is the antithesis of all that. It's freedom. It's defiance. It's a reminder of what motorcycles used to be before the rules took over. If you liked this video and you want to see more legendary bikes like the Mako 700, make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single drop of high-octane madness. Got thoughts on the Mako? Drop them in the comments. I want to hear your craziest two-stroke stories, or if you dare throw a leg over this beast. Thanks for riding with us today. Keep the throttle twisted, stay safe out there, and as always, ride hard, ride free. Catch you in the next one.